Yeah.
I'm bringing this up. Here we go. 3, 2. Buddy, going well. We're having a little trouble this morning, so I want a little usually through everything.
Monday.
It really. I'll tell you over today. It's coming in at heavy. Grass is coming in just beyond that. I've had a little bit of allergies this morning myself.
Mm-hmm. So it's really from the recent rain that we've had. Mold kind of spike on the allergy report. It always gets me too.
And I know you've been a little bit this morning as well.
Yeah.
So guys, we're a little bit of a different way with the computer here. Just because here's a look at what we have as far as the answer is a high pressure. Really does have a weather pattern right now. It's so much why we're going to be hot, not just today, but the next few days.
So we're heating up pretty nicely. We're already in the low and mid 80s. Are viewing lots of sunshine. You were just talking about and that's really going to contribute air quality issues.
For this overhead allows for some sinking air, allows for a lot of heating, and that's what is leading to that. People with sensitive breathing conditions may encounter some extra issues.
Okay.
Yeah, and I see some people are mentioning that we're freezing.
So it seems to be cutting out just a little bit and freezing up.
So we see having improves. Unfortunately, we're doing the best we can here. Listening to it ourselves, so guys.
Yeah, so true there. Okay, so you need to move.
Excellent. Then, so the air quality again, is to be an issue. Ground level ozone will be the main issue, like what we usually have here in San Antonio. Whenever these are, ground level ozone forms on sunny days, warm and sunny days. The sunlight causes chemicals to mix together and form.
So heat's going to be the main contributor for today. In fact, we should be to the orange this afternoon, and that's going to be unhealthy for sensitive groups. So members of sensitive groups, health effects, and the general is not likely affected by today's quality.
Yeah, and again, this is how it all is. Sunlight and OCs, organic compounds, kind of all mixed together. If you use your car less today, you contribute to as much of an issue, and that forms ozone, which is what the concern is for today.
I want to pause here because Richard said, Andrew, great job Friday night informing us on the storm cover late Friday.
Yeah,
you started the coverage right around 6 p.m., right?
Yeah, it was about 6 for areas of North of Del Rio.
A lot of lightning there.
Yeah, lightning. And then we had severe weather move through for about 6 to 7 hour time frame, and we were live prior time covering that. And we had a roof taken off of a building, and I think it was near Cotulla. Gosh, no, it was Atascosa County. Excuse me, it was Atascosa County.
Okay.
And then we also in Atascosa County a branch go through a window. You know, that's where I think the strongest Atascosa County really was getting clobbered there for a while. It was a lot of light, heavy rains. I'm glad that everybody is okay after that. You know, we didn't have any loss of life. We didn't have any major injuries. You know, I hate to see damage to property, but I'm glad we were able to keep everybody informed on it. Cotulla had 70-mile-per-hour winds. That's what it was.
Yeah, looking at radar that evening, it looked like, you know, the system was a little bit stronger south of San Antonio. We received high wind gusts here and a lot of lightning. I do remember that. So, Yeah, definitely an active weather pattern that we had. But looking at radar right now, definitely not the case.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why we have the air quality alert in place for today, because that high pressure right overhead, which high pressure also means it's going to be a lot of sunshine. It's going to be beautiful. I walked our dog this morning, and you know, he was loving it. He was loving the sunshine, but it is a little hot. So he's an Australian Shepherd. He's got a lot of fur.
Yeah.
And he was like, all right, I'm ready to go inside.
It's hot. We don't have much wind today, too.
Yeah, and I told you, you know, high pressure right over us. It's over the entire state. Look at the Lone Star State. You see any cloud cover out there? Not really.
Most of the rain in Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia area, so the deep south, looking at some on and off shower activity. And, you know, speaking of the East Coast, we're still tracking Tropical Storm Arthur right now.
Yeah, you know, if you haven't been paying attention to the weather the last few days, you may be saying, whoa, tropical storm. Yeah, Tropical Storm Arthur formed. Hurricane season doesn't begin until June 1st, so it's still about 2 weeks out. Again, this storm not expected to have any impacts on Texas. It's actually brushing along the North Carolina coastline as we speak.
And they had a tropical storm warning in effect for portions of the North Carolina coast. And on top of that, this is the 6th year in a row with a storm forming before the official start to hurricane season. So this isn't quite rare. This has happened 6 years in a row.
Yeah. So and even before the past 6 years, every once in a while we'd have it happen. So it's not super uncommon. Now, you may see that this storm is going to curve south, brush up along Bermuda as a post-tropical system. It is going to have a lot of shear that's going to tear it apart. So you may see it starting to turn there, but don't worry. It's not expected to curve all the way around. It's going to get sheared apart over the next few days, and then the remnants of it just taken across the Atlantic.
And the weather models show the wind shear taking it. It's pretty phenomenal looking at that, the forecast with this system. And
the men and women with the 53rd Weather Reconnaissance Squadron, they're the hurricane hunters. For those who aren't aware of who those people are, they're a member of the Air Force Reserves, or they're members of the Air Force Reserves, rather. They fly C-130s into the storms and gather data to make sure the forecast is more precise. Right now, they are picking up on estimated surface winds of 24 miles per hour. They were picking up on about 50 earlier. I've been watching their flight path and watching their data.
Okay.
So they may be in a part of the storm that doesn't have as strong of winds right now, but there are stronger winds in other areas. They don't ever fly over land, so they're staying over water, gathering the data, and then they're going to be flying back to their home base, which is Keesler Air Force Base in Biloxi, Mississippi. So we'll continue to watch their data come in. Let's get a look right here at home, though. It's already pretty hot.
Yeah, and you know, looking at that graphic that you previously showed, it's always interesting looking at the path that they take through every tropical system. So that's always so interesting to me. But like you were saying, Arthur's not going to impact the Texas coastline, so that's some good news. But we're already heating up pretty nicely. You know, we're approaching the lunchtime hour and temperatures already near 90. We're actually at 90 degrees in Eagle Pass there in Maverick County, 86 in Del Rio, 83 in Uvalde. We're at 83 in San Antonio. Today, not much of a heat index, but temperatures are still expected to climb back into the low and mid 90s. So after lunchtime, dew points will actually fall just a little bit. That's why we're not going to have such a crazy feel-like temperature. So that's kind of, you know, the good news today.
Yeah, but this one model here picking up on 100 degrees in Eagle Pass by 5 p.m.
I believe it.
Pretty hot. We move into tonight. Temperatures will be falling back down to the 60s and 70s. Tomorrow, we're going right back up into the 90s to triple digits. Look at some of these temperatures. 105 in Carrizo, or in Eagle Pass, 103 in Carrizo Springs, 104 in Del Rio, 103 in Cotulla. Really hot conditions. And here's the catch. We're going to have high heat indices.
Triple digits Tuesday and a Wednesday.
Yeah.
So we have this upper ridge building in, and typically when you hear us say upper ridge, we start getting into that summer-like weather pattern.
Yeah.
I mentioned that a few times over the newscast over the weekend, both Saturday and Sunday evening. So we'll have this late spring, early summer-like weather pattern built in. So that's going to be the reason for low rain chances, and the warming trend, along with the humidity, is going to stick around Tuesday, Wednesday into late week. So when you factor in the temperature along with the heat or the humidity, that's when you get heat indices in the triple digits.
Yeah, and it looks like we're having trouble getting the rainfall forecast graphic to populate here. We're expecting, let me see if I can get it to populate properly. Give me 1 second, guys. I know we're switching between graphics like crazy right now. Give me 1 second. I'm going to give it another shot here. Sometimes you got to toggle around a little bit to get it to populate. Anyway, we're expecting maybe up to a half an inch to an inch and a half in some areas over the next 7 days of rainfall. That is not going to be falling over the next few days. That's going to be mainly into this weekend. So graphic isn't populating at the moment, but just to let you know, we are expecting, you know, maybe most of us about a half an inch. And, you know, we were showing yesterday how much of the region would see a quarter of an inch or less. That's because the majority of this rainfall is going to fall on like day 7. So a little bit further out. And models are picking up on a little bit more rain than what was previously expected.
And we have a few questions. Larry and Anthony are wondering, are we going to see more rain in San Antonio? I think the best rain chances will be Thursday evening into Friday.
Yeah, let's actually go ahead and bump it ahead. You see drought is still a thing, but that graphic doesn't update till Thursday. So that's when the drought monitor updates. But here's your rain chances. So if you wanted to get your car washed, today's a great day for it. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday going to be hot. Still hot for Thursday all the way through Sunday, 90s every day. And then you see the rain chances the highest Thursday and Friday. And we may end up bumping up the rain chances this weekend later on, but right now they're fairly low.
And a lot of you may be going to the lake since it is going to be, you know, Saturday and Sunday Memorial Day weekend. So just watch out for the lightning. I would say that's the biggest thing to watch out for is really the lightning. Now only a 20%, so rain chances are overall pretty slim Thursday, Friday, Saturday into Sunday.
Yeah, and it looks like we're going to be it's staying pretty dry here across the state over the next 2 days. You can see that other than Lubbock with some storm activity there on Wednesday, everyone's staying hot with 90s to triple digits for highs. Rainfall over the next 8 to 14 days past the 7-day forecast. So it's like we could see some rain. We need it.
That's good.
We need the rainfall.
Yeah.
And it looks like a quick blue index, and that'll wrap things up. So we had a little bit of computer issues this morning. I'm going to try to work to make sure we don't have that issue again tomorrow morning. But guys, I hope a wonderful day. Get up mainly for the afternoon. It typically picks up as the day heats up as well.
And we typically like to run outside. So since, you know, we have that air quality alert in place, we're thinking about sunset going for our run. So
yeah, when things start to cool down and the air quality may improve. So.
And you don't have the sunlight kind of making it worse there. So be careful today. We hope you guys have a great week. Anything else you want to add?
Just make sure you tune into Ken's 5 at noon. We'll have the latest update on weather and a little bit better of an explanation. That this one had to be a little bit of a quick one this morning. And we're going to have cloudy with a chance of learning at 1 p.m. Meteorologist Meagan Massey has been hard at work about making some not solar graphics, excuse me, some solar system graphics.
Solar system graphics. So we'll be talking about a few things beyond the planets today. It's part 4, and it's going to be the last Monday we talk about the solar system. So make sure you tune in. We'll be live on our KENS 5 page, along with the KENS 5 YouTube page and on our Facebook page, of course. And so make sure to tune in for that. And we'll be live every day this week at 1 p.m.
Yep. So y'all have a great one. We're going to go ahead and jump off here. Be sure to tune in at noon. Be sure to tune in for a cloudy with a chance of learning at 1. Have a great one.